rocket.
That's billionaire Richard Branson talking to reporters in 2005. Branson, along with wealthy executives like Jeff Bezos and SpaceX founder Elon Musk, represent a new generation. These latter-day space advocates are as much entrepreneurs as explorers. They're determined to use low-cost rockets to send aloft small satellites and regular tourists, including, maybe, you. These, quote, space billionaires are filling a void caused by federal budget cuts to the NASA space program. The Trump administration has vowed to send astronauts back to the moon within 5 years, but it's a far different sensibility than John F. Kennedy envisioned. Trump has also announced the creation of a Space Force program, a military branch that is supposed to be set up by 2020.
Today, I'm thrilled to sign a new order taking the next step to create the United States Space Force. So important when you look at defense, when you look at all of the other aspects of where the world will be someday. I mean, this is the beginning. This is a very important process.
That's not stopping Branson and his wealthy rivals from pushing to privatize the industry. This effort is being called New Space.
Some of these arguments about new space, what they call new space, this privatization of space, do hinge around these questions of access. Who's going to go to space? Who's invited? In whose interest do we do this?
Richard Branson's Virgin Galactic is charging $250,000 for 90-minute trips that will carry 2 pilots and 6 passengers on suborbital missions. Among the nearly 700 people who have already signed up, Leonardo DiCaprio and Justin Bieber. Plans are underway to develop the solar system's first ever space hotel, and a spot in the zero-gravity accommodations doesn't come cheap. Try $80 grand for a deposit, and the total bill for the 12-day stay? $9.5 million. Not everyone is buying it.
I think that a lot of what the private stuff is doing is pretty dreamy. I don't think it isn't a big plan. It isn't a big thing that's moving forward, really. But we do need a way to at least keep sending satellites up, so at least we're still doing that, and that's good. I don't really know how much manned exploration of space is really, do we really need to go to Mars?
Elon Musk thinks so, though he realizes there would be risks and rewards involved. Musk's SpaceX plans an initial spaceship launch for the early 2020s, followed by a cargo mission to Mars that's set for 2022. A crewed Mars mission is planned for 2024, with the aim of setting up the beginnings of a Mars base. Even a successful mission to Mars might not measure up. It will, after all, be hard to match the exultation produced when the world watched a man from Ohio take one small step onto a cratered surface on a July day a half-century ago.
When it comes time to send astronauts to Mars, it's hard to know if it'll have that kind of impact on humanity like those moon steps. I would like to think so, because that's a whole nother level, sending astronauts to Mars versus the moon, but it's been 50 years and it still seems so impossible to just send people to the moon, even still.